Okay, here we go. Brushed up, cleaned up. My old EFCO MTT 3600. I actually like this saw because of how my hand fits in it with a big hand and my knuckles don't rub when I use it one-handed. I like it very much. I do also use, just so you know, which is a good saw, but I'm having trouble finding parts for, well, having trouble justifying getting parts for, I should really say, because of the age of it. A Husqvarna 338 XPT. Time for a new topper, maybe. This is my Echo QV 6700. Love this saw. Quick vent saw, fire service saw for breaching roofs. That I did a video about it. It's been turned into a chainsaw. It's ported, which is its big secret. And I don't know how extensive they went, but you can hear it. It's how snappy it sounds, and it's a lot more lively than most 67cc saws, especially Echoes, which I always referred to as tractor saws, like my old 090s. But anyway, these are the saws of choice today. I really do like that Echo. I'm an old school guy, man. I like simple old school machines. All right, let's get to the task at hand, because we are now into real time in it on the video, however many parts it takes. I'm set up, I'm in, real tight to my target. Things to fix. Got the fiberglass kit. I have a video that's coming out that's all about making a funky cut in a funky piece of growth, and I do it with that MT 3600, excuse me, and it's dull as a date with a nun. I mean, it's horrific. I had just hit, I thought it was a nail. I hit a bunch of screws, stripped some teeth off of it, cutting a little piece of maple. It was awful. Embarrassing, but I'm putting it up anyway. Okay. I don't need to take this line just yet. And the reason I don't is because I don't see myself lowering anything just yet. I'm going to go up. I'm going to need this one. And what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to drop both ends down for the anchor, so that when it gets tied on as the anchor line for the back tree, it's got one gigantic long bowline in it, and can be undone from the ground. And this is my wrap line. Now people are going to say, oh, you should use a heavier line for your wrap line. I'm going to tell you right now, this line, I would assess it as 4,000 pounds right now. It was more than that when I got it. I know, but it's old. And if I need more than 4,000 pounds to hold this thing from snapping and buckling up on me, I mean, it's worse than I thought. Now, I am bringing my saw up, even though I'm going to be coming back down. And the reason is, depending on what I can reach, if I can float a bunch of weight off it, I will do so. Checking my riggers, both sides, good. Away we go. Now, first thing I need to do, get out from underneath these lines with my boom. Ain't no big thing. It's gonna rain tomorrow, so I am gonna do a video on my beautiful scabbard. I'm sure a lot of people have noticed. Oh, it was chillier than I thought last night. It's going to take a little bit for my hydraulics to heat. I was cycling them. sure that would help. But this is real-time video, so this is my promise. See what it's really like. It's just made it to about 32 degrees now, so give me an idea where we're at temperature-wise. And it's getting warm fast. Now, take that up. I have myself in a really nice spot. I'm getting more and more hopeful as we get closer to doing the deed here, that I'm going to have better reach than I thought. But what I am going to do is I'm going to start my rigging on the way up, because it's my lowest work. Give that a good examination, that wound on our way past. And then, because this is like really the first real time where I'm moving the boom a lot, I'm sure somebody's going to notice and mention that my boom doesn't idle up. And that's because I have had 2 of the units for the idle up on this fail. It's a pressure actuator that throttles the vehicle up, and the cylinders on them go. And they spray and mist the hydraulic oil all over the engine when they do that. I work alone a lot. I don't want our hydraulic oil misting all over the engine. Wanted to cut that back. God forbid I hit it and have it uproot and take my wires out. And let's give this a good look over here. We have a lot of meat, but she goes hollow down in there. Yeah, this is not a good situation. Ooh, a lot of real big deterioration. I hope I can reach more of this than I thought I was going to reach. That's my hope. I have good anchor spots for my lines. So we're going to get to those. Alright, the wind is kind of in my favor, as much as wind could be in your favor in a situation like this. Blowing to my lean, into my lean. The first thing we're going to do is get this tied at least back. just gonna go like real simple on this. You know what? I was gonna kind of do a trucker's hitch, and now I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go a little simpler. Put a running bowline on it. We'll get a nice bite. We'll put a little bit on it so that it's pulling in. And I'm gonna really keep this. When I say I'm keeping this simple, I mean I'm keeping this simple. Yeah, well, let's just should have bought I could have bought a shorter sling up, I guess. Yeah, really not thinking that one through, huh? So what we're going to do is we're going to put it a tiny bit of tight here, and then we'll put one wrap, and then a couple of half hitches, and that's where I'm going to call that done. Honestly, my feelings on the whole thing are, if it's going to need more than this, it would probably already be over on its side. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to just take her around. There. Now while we're here, we're gonna see what we can do. This is gonna have to be fastened before I hitch. Anything else I would deem an unacceptable risk. This will give us a bunch of different trees we can anchor back to. Get them right in here on this. Where are you, son of a gun? Alright, that'll give us a number of trees we can anchor back to. Now, let's just get rid of some of this stuff that's going to be working against me. Get rid of anything at eye level that's going to be in here. That when I come in, that's my plan. All right, back to the front of the truck. Starting to think I got better reach than I had hoped for, which is friggin' awesome. So we're gonna start getting some weight off of here. And at this point, every pound is a big plus. So we'll do what we gotta do before we start making hitches. It is soft maple, so I should be able to slide them like that. What's nice about this kind of work, at least one thing, is I'll be able to tell how much ahead of the game I've come by